Corvine or young Oriente Huniade, a great Hungarian general, defeated the Turkish 3 times in 1 year in 1442, and he was defeated at Varna in 1444. He died in 1456 of the plague in the Zemun camp, and his body was taken and buried in the Catholic cathedral in Alba Iulia near his brothers. Matei Ioan Corvin's son, the King of Hungary, put Tzepes in jail, defeated the Turkish, and he encompassed almost all the Austrian states. He was the protector of all the letters and arts. He founded a university at Buda and gathered together a library unique in that time. Corvin comes from the Latin corvinus, later corvus, then corv, meaning raven. It is the surname of the king Matei, the son of Iancuboda de Huniad. Corvin, rarely used as a first name, corresponds to the Roman cognomen Corvinus, derived from the older Corvus, frequently used in Ginta Valeria, Valeria's family. The transformation of the common word Corvus into an anthroponym with a nickname value is explained by a legend of the Roman tradition sustaining that the first bearer of the name Marius Valerius Messala, a consul in the years 348 and 346 before Christ, fighting against the Gaul, was helped by a raven. It is well known that the names of birds or animals appear in the anthroponymy of many peoples since the oldest times, going up to the period of the belief in animals and of the totem. In the Roman mythology, the raven, whose flight was considered foretelling, was dedicated to the god of prophecies, Apollo. More than that, the god embodied in a bird was joining those leaving their country. Having a special symbolic value, the word corvus could easily become a nickname. Another meaning of the word corb, raven, would be black in the Old Oriental beliefs or in the Old Testimony, well known from the frequent comparison in our folk creation. Black as a raven or black as the feather of a raven. So, we can explain the Romanian nicknames Corbia, today a family name or a first name, but well known especially due to a courageous outlaw sunk in ballads, or Corbeș, Corbu, Corbac, Corban, today belonging to the category of the first names with a value of historical evocation. Corvin recalls one of the members of the well-known family of the Huniades, Matei Corvin, later the King of Hungary. Matia the First Corvin, or Matei Corvin, was the King of Hungary between 1458 and 1490. He was the son of Iancu de Hunedoara. His goal was to strengthen central authority by relying on the lower and middle nobility and on the cities. In 1467, the great nobility of Transylvania revolted, being dissatisfied and with separatist aims. He was the last Magyar king who tried to subjugate Moldavia in a campaign in November and December 1467, which ended with a defeat at Baia. Otherwise, he pursued an anti-Ottoman policy and a good relationship with his neighbor Wallachia. Between 1467 and 1470, he was in conflict with the King of Poland, Casimir IV, for the throne of Bohemia, and he conquered Moravia and Silesia. In 1485, he occupied a large part of the Austrian territories, including Vienna, where he settled his residence and where he died. During his reign, the royal court became a center of humanist culture. He founded the Persian University, Bratislava University today, in 1465. He supported the introduction of printing and contributed to the foundation of the Corvina Library. He led the Magyar kingdom to its top of development, but fighting against the Ottoman expansion went on the second place. Matei Corvin was speaking many languages: Magyar, Italian, Croatian, Latin, and later German, Czech, and Slovak, as well as other Slavic languages. in spite of being a polyglot and also in spite of his Romanian origin, because he was born in Cluj in 1443, he never spoke Romanian. In our national anthem, he is mentioned as a Romanian citizen, but his reign was one of the most glorious in the history of Hungary. He brought Budapesta, its largest expansion in its history, including territories in the southeast of Germany, to Croatia and Poland, leading in personal union the Kingdom of Moravia, Silesia, Lusatia, and Austria. Only in the year 1521 appears the first Romanian writing entitled Letter to Neakshu in Câmpulung, addressed to the leader in Brașov. So he was the son of Iancu de Hunedoara and Elisabeta Silagi, but in spite of his half-Romanian origin, he was often in conflict with Vlad Țepeș and Ștefan cel Mare. The Hungarians didn't emphasize his origin in those times. A problem was not the ethnicity but the noble descent. He was pretending he had a Roman origin because his noble family was not very numerous. He was born on the 23rd of February 1443, and the next day the Catholic calendar commemorates Matthew the Apostle, while the Orthodox calendar on the 9th of August. So he got his name Mattia, and his name Corvin comes from his family coat of arms, which had a raven on it. On the 24th of January 1450,